So this is another story from my couple boss that I do miss now. I missed them like the whole time, second after I left that building. But after I pissed off my female boss, I don't know, she just wasn't my boss anymore, I guess, because she stopped talking to me. And I went to work on Tuesday, and I was in the showroom. There's like a crabby old man on one side, there's a less old man poser on the other side, and I'm on the other side, and I'm like bubble wrapping some super sick World War II helmets, some nasty helmets, and our boss comes in, and he's pissed. I've never seen him pissed. And he comes in like pouting like this, and he goes straight to compliance, the old man, and he says, 14-4 Russian, 14-4 Russian. How many times do we have to go through this? And I'm just like bubble wrapping this helmet, like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And he says, why don't we have a Snapchat of 14-4 Russian yet? Why do we sell guns without knowing the caliber? Do you know what that makes me look like? 44 Russian. And I'm just like, whoa. And he's looking at those two old guys. And then he's like, and by the way, how is it that the guns got mixed up when they were getting stored? Who did it? Who did it? And these guys, these old men must have had it packed because they were just quiet. Just like a kid would do. His mom was like, did you take the cookies out of the cookie jar? And they're like, and my boss is just like, somebody's gonna have to fix them. And then he looks at the poser guy and he says, I gave that assignment to you. Why are the guns mixed up? Why are they mixed up if I gave that assignment to you and you were responsible for it? And the poser guy is just like, I don't know. It must have been the kid you fired. And I'm like bubble wrapping my helmet's like, it's a low blow. That's a chomp answer. And my boss, I think, just started walking away in disappointment. And he's like, somebody's gonna have to fix him. And then I wanted to stick up for these old jerks, even though they were really rude to me every day. And I did. So as my boss is walking away pissed, and he kind of looks at me and kind of cools off because I'm shit at the time. I was like on his good list, right? And he looks at me, and I start to speak up. And when I get really nervous, my voice breaks, or it starts like stuttering, slowing down, like very bad. So my boss looks over at me, and I'm looking up because he's a tall guy. And I said, do you ever think you give them too much to do? And my boss looks at me and he's, what did you say? And he starts coming towards me, and I said, do you think you give them too much to do? And he said, what do you know? You just got here. And I said, I noticed you don't retain the serial numbers, like the inventory we do every day. Why is that? And he gets pissed. I don't even remember what he said to me. But I was not scared, but I couldn't talk. So you just hear my voice slow down. I'm gonna try to impersonate it. It said, your inventory has no integrity. And he just walks away. And then like a week later, he brings us like omelet, bagels, and says thank you. And then tells us we're gonna do a serial number management, like an inventory because I've never done one for that high of volume. And then for the next few weeks, no, for just a week and a half. No, a week. I got to be the one who took all the guns out of each gun room and off the shelves to do that serial number count, while compliance is sat at the computer verifying that the scans were registering. And then Polzar over there was scanning the guns. Tick, 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 tick. And he's tick, 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 tick. And then he'd say, I counted 15. And then compliance would be like, yep, 13. I did 15. And then I'm an idiot, so I open my mouth like, I notice you're telling him the number after you count him. And then he verifies, but what if you skipped one on accident? And they both look at me like, what? And I'm like, well, what do you, how do you know if your number is on if you're counting as you're scanning? And then he's verifying what you scanned. But if you miss one, then you are verifying the wrong number. And then these guys are just like, mind your own business and just watch them scan. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And then like the first 3 batches of them, I noticed serial numbers are wrong, and I feel like the bomb. So I'm like, yo, we need some serial numbers that need adjusting over here. And compliance is like, we're just counting, we're not verifying the serial numbers. And I was like, what? We're doing inventory. And they're like, we've been doing this longer than you. And I was like, damn. So I went right to my boss, because I was like, this is nonsense. And I just go up there and go in his office and close the door. And I said, hey, I noticed we're like doing inventory and we're just counting. And he's like, yeah. And I said, but they're like not looking at the serial numbers, and I've already caught some that are wrong. He's like, what do you mean they're wrong? And I said, well, they're like not correct on the gun and the tag, like. And he's like, okay, you're not compliance, okay? So don't worry about it and just do what they say. And I was like, okay. Which at that time I was getting used to not being compliance, and I was like, this is pretty sweet, because that old man was doing everything, and I was very thankful for him. So I just go
in 1,000 feet. Keep right to stay on California 91 West. Follow signs for Los Angeles.
So I go right back out there. I start doing the mule shit, like I'm carrying the guns back and forth, not using a dollar.
Keep right to stay on California.